And this tutorial I'm going to discuss about how to install Exchange Server 2010 via graphical mode via graphical user interface. So we install Exchange Server 2010 via CLI mode, and this time we will use GUI mode to install Exchange Server. It's a little bit easier, and step will take in some time also, not like CLI mode where we just took a command and install it. Now I go to Exchange folder where I extracted my Exchange Server 2010. All the files are available. You can find it here. It's setup.exe, and it's the application, and above that you find setup.com, which is used for the command. So I just double click on setup.exe and you will get the welcome page. Now here in the startup you find the plans about Microsoft Exchange Server 2010. You can read about Exchange Server, about deploying languages, about Microsoft release notes. So everything is there. You can just read those before you're actually going to install. Now in install you will find there is step 1, step 2 like this. In step 1 you will find .NET framework is already installed, that's why gray out. Install Windows PowerShell, which is also available in our system, that's why gray out. So step 1 and step 2 is already done. If you are doing installing in Server 2008 SP2, then you would install both. Now here it asks you to choose Exchange language options. So just go through it, whatever language pack you want to install, you go through it, double click or just single click on it, and you will find install all languages from the language bundle or install only languages from the DVD. So I just want you install entire language pack of the language bundle, or you just want to install a language from the DVD. So either would be a regional language of your own region or whatever, just English. So just to go with DVD one because I installed the English language Exchange server. You can read about plan. I'm just go through installation process, and you can see it's copying some 867 items in a temporary folder because these were required in the during installation. That's why it's copying, and okay, our process will be going to start in with a minute. You can see it's initializing, and with a minute our process will be start, or installation will start. Over here is welcome pane and introduction about Exchange Server 2010 setup. You can learn about Exchange Server more and more by reading those. I'm going to next, and here it is a license agreement. Now if you have to agree, but you can learn about the licensing terms of Exchange Server, whatever they are, regarding standard, enterprise, and trial, because Exchange Server are coming in two versions, standard and enterprise. So you can learn about those. I'm accepting the license term currently. You can take a printout of the entire licensing terms. Just goes to next, and here it is asking me to choose error reporting. For example, since we are doing a trial version, you can participate with Microsoft to improve the entire software of Exchange Server. Whatever bugs you find, whatever uh, uh, you find it wrong or something like that, so you can. So Microsoft basically wants to read. So I'm just go with no. Here it's installation type, and you can find out there is a custom Exchange Server installation, or is it typical, which is already set it by Microsoft, whatever they chosen for the typical Exchange server. Now goes to custom. For example, if you already want to install a mailbox role or wants to install client, then this is what they are. If you just chose mailbox role, then you find the management tools already gray out and will install some 970 MB space required. Also, we find that edge transport role is also gray out. It means the edge transport role will not be installed along with mailbox role. We already discussed that. Management tools will install, but whatever the first four rows are there, they will install one system edge transport will be installed in another. So both kind of rows were not able to buckle and not able to chosen alongside each other. If you choose edge transport, you can see that the management tools will go alongside edge transport, but above four rows will not able to install. So that's the scheme of Exchange server. Above four will install in one system and edge transport will install another. So I'm going to this is what the scheme is. You can just install management tools also if you not want to install rows for whatever reason. If you have other plans, you can go with that. And space required, just check out how much disk space required. I'm just going to back and I'm going with typical Exchange server installation. Here the above four rows will install. Now client settings, the key line is if any client computer running Outlook 2003 or encouraged in an organization, then you should say yes. If any client computer running Outlook 2003. Currently I'm just saying no. I'm going with by default. One of the requirements were there. Now configure client access server external domain. Now since you are settling a mail server, your domain will be separate than, for example, mail.xyz.com. So like that. Currently I'm not going to set up this. I will do that in later videos, but as of now just leaving it. You can go with this step as of now only. There's nothing harm. Now in the next step we will find a customer experience improvement program. Now here Microsoft wants you to join a forum where you can give your feedback regarding the experience. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to go for it. Now currently checking all the systems. It will take some time. We are pausing a video. Okay, so the setups check the prerequisite and they found that everything is all right. All the prerequisites are fine enough and our system is ready to install Exchange Server 2010. It took some time. You can see some 2 minutes were taken. Now it's time to install Exchange Server 2010. Again, it's a long lengthy process. It will take some time. Again, we are pausing a video. Okay, so after 13 minutes 36 seconds everything is done, finished, complete. You can see all are green checked. If some problem was there, if you get the error, then your process will stop and nothing will install. This is what in graphical mode, because in CLI mode, if one of the rows fail to install, then it just uh, install other rows. For example, if your system failed to install hub transport role, then other rows will install. But currently in graphical, if hub transport role failed to install, then entire process will just cancel out. Now you can see view setup logon and other things you want to see, you can. But currently I have no other plans, so this is what you can go with. So it would took some time because we just installed our system. So okay, here is the Exchange Management Console, and since we already saw in past video what exactly it is, so nothing is more special in it. When we're going to do a practical, we will explore about those options more and more. But currently our main motto is to just install Exchange server graphically. Now, as best practices of uh, environment, the infrastructure environment, we should restore our system before we're going to actually do something. So as of now, I'm just shutting down my system and just let it be, just refresh my system once. So I hope you learned something about installation of